Remember Kodak, the little yellow box factory out in Rochester, New York? They seemed like they had been part of our lives since forever. But everything changes, and some organizations manage those changes better than others. When was the last time you bought a box of Kodak film, or any film for that matter? Kodak, the photography giant, failed to navigate the shift from being a chemical company selling film and processing to the era of social media. But Kodak thought it was competing with digital photography. Wrong. It clearly didn't understand its customers. Its customers weren't buying digital photos. They were buying memories and creating and recreating their identities. As soon as a better alternative emerged, Kodak was toast, simply not agile enough to recognize and make the change. So what was that better alternative for creating identities? Facebook started it all, followed by other social media giants like Instagram and Twitter, and you can count on the memory-making business changing again. Maybe it will come in the form of the Apple Watch or another type of wearable, or maybe in the form of something altogether different. But just imagine if Kodak had built a bridge from film to digital photography to digital identity, and then conceived social networking. It might be singing a completely different song today, a much happier one. Growing up, I remember watching sweet, sappy Kodak TV ads around the holidays. They were filled with creating and sharing images of families and friends, loved ones, aging parents and grandparents, babies, new boyfriends and girlfriends. It was about capturing and replaying the customer's memories and using them to build their identities. Kodak approached the social revolution threshold, but never took those last few steps. Not only do companies like Kodak change, but customers change too. Today's customers are like water. They'll seek the lowest point, driven by gravity to save time, to lessen the friction of buying, to align with products and services that provide transparency and objectivity, and help them preserve memories and form and reform their identities again and again. That's how I started this audiobook, by focusing on customer identities and customer service. Customer focus is not about the heroic moments. It's not the Ritz-Carlton finding and returning the stuffed animal left behind by a guest's child. Yes, the Ritz excels at customer service, but that has little to do with finding lost stuffed animals. Great customer service is really about knowing what a guest needs even before the guest knows. It's realizing the photos are not just about memories, but also about identity. It's about noticing that a guest will be delayed due to weather or a flight disruption and won't arrive until 2 a.m. Knowing that, you send the room key code to the customer's mobile device so they can go straight to their room upon arrival without even stopping at the check-in desk. Better yet, heroic customer service is Berkshire Hathaway Travel rebooking your connecting flight because they know you're still sitting on the tarmac. They immediately text you updated travel details, relieving you of the worry and aggravation of further delays. Or it's your cloud software vendor serving you tangible data about your usage, which actually helps you to drive more return out of your investment. Customer service and customer engagement used to rely on the heroic moment, the rare action that becomes a legendary tale of customer engagement, which was heroic mainly because it was rare and unexpected. In that dark, murky, vendor-driven world of the past 50 years, customers often had little choice but to simply take what came. When exceptional service truly happened, it occurred because someone went out of the way to actually recognize a customer need and align with it without being asked. Today, customer engagement has shifted. Customers don't just take what they get, they arrive with an expectation that the brand, the vendor, knows what the customer wants before they do. Paul Pappas, head of IBM iX, puts it perfectly when he said, "The last best experience anyone has anywhere becomes the minimum expectation for the experience they want everywhere." Companies need to master customer engagement in order to become that last best experience. Customer engagement is defined by making every customer moment count regardless of who is delivering it, and to make every moment count, we have to know who our customers are, where they are, what they're experiencing, and what they like and need. On top of all of that, we then have to act on that information and be correct most of the time.